Not muted. All right, I will call this hearing to order. It is July 16th, 2024, and it is 3 p.m. And this hearing is to consider Ried First Minor Subdivision. And with that, I will let staff do their report, and then I'll open it up to questions from the commissioners and then the applicant or their agent. And then we'll make some decisions.
Thank you.
And please identify yourself for the recording.
Yes, this is Tiffany Murphy, the Director of the Planning Department. I'll be presenting. So this is the Ried First Minor Subdivision. Jacob Beisner of Plan for Approval is representing today. And this is the removal of an agricultural covenant. An agricultural exemption requires a landowner to enter into a covenant with the county requiring the land will be used exclusively for agricultural purposes. So that is proposed to be removed today. In August of 2000, a boundary line adjustment was performed with the northern parcel, which was part of Flowery Orchard Tract subdivision. A portion of the original agricultural piece was added to the subdivision property, leaving a 5.16 acre remainder, which is the property we're discussing today. So even though the subject tract is shown on a subdivision plat, the lot itself is not part of a subdivision, and therefore this is not a subsequent subdivision. The property is located approximately 1.6 miles north of Woods Bay along the eastern side of Sylvian Drive. Surrounding properties are used for residential and agricultural purposes and range from 0.4 to just under 20 acres in size. It's not located within a HURD district. The subject property is in a suggested 2.5 acre density area per the 2018 Lake County Growth Policy. The subject property is 5.16 acres in size and would not be creating any additional lots, and therefore it complies. No new accesses or roadways are being proposed. On to page 3. For roadways, the nearest collector road is Sylvian Drive that runs from the west of the applicant's property. The closest arterial road is Montana Highway 35, which is approximately 0.5 miles east of the subject property. There are no local roadways that appear to be affected by the proposed subdivision. There are no existing facilities for water, wastewater, stormwater, or solid waste. Those items will have to go through MDEQ for review prior to final plat. On to page 5. Electric utilities currently exist along the west side of Sylvian Drive. Any connections to future structures will be required to be underground. Flathead Electric commented that they had existing overhead 3-phase line on the west side of Sylvian Drive that can serve the property. Page 6, the subject property has water rights for irrigation purposes that are sourced from the Flathead River. The purpose of the water right is sprinkler irrigation for the existing orchard. No new or modified irrigation facilities are being proposed. No irrigation plan is being proposed as we're not actually dividing the lots. There are no wetland streams or associated drainage areas on or adjacent to the subject property. They do have a preliminary weed plan and a final will be required prior to final plat. Page 7, comments were received from Montana Historical Preservation Society. They noted that there had been a few known sites within the area, however, none were on the subject parcel. As long as there was no disturbance of structures greater than 50 years of age, there was a low likelihood of cultural property would be impacted. Of the other comments from service providers, none of them were negative or had concerns. The only covenant on the property right now is the ag restriction, which is proposed to be lifted, and no additional covenants are being proposed as it's just going to be one property. We had no public comments, and staff is recommending approval with this suggested conditions, and that concludes the staff's report.
Okay, thanks, Tiffany. Commissioner Stanley, do you have any questions or comments?
Can we go back to page 6, A irrigation, says Flathead River. Is that correct?
Oh, here. I might not have put a copy of it in here. So I thought that should be Flathead Lake. I thought I had a bigger blown out one, but so there.
This is up at Woods Bay.
This is up at Woods Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the typo.
You don't have to be sorry. I'm just, aren't you proud of me for catching?
I am,
something?
Steve. I am.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Bill.
Okay, I don't have anything at this time. I'll open it up to the agent for the applicant.
I don't have anything to add. I think it's well covered. Only thing I did notice was in the approval statement on 14. It says that this approval allows for track 2B. I think that should just be parcel A.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Jacob.
What page?
14 in the approval statement, the approval paragraph.
Which line are we on?
14, bottom of the
Fourth
page.
line down,
So to just state track B. They're all set.
parcel A. Yep.
Instead of track 2B.
Yep.
Anything else, Jacob?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, do you have anything else, Steve? Nope. There's no public here for public comment. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the findings with the correction to A on page 6, changing it from the Flathead River to Flathead Lake.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion's been made. I'll second it. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, approved. Commissioner Decker is out this afternoon. Okay, so, see, there were 6 findings, weren't there? Yeah. Okay. All right, on to the conditions. I would entertain a motion to approve the conditions with the correction in the staff recommendation, line 4, changing track 2B to parcel A.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion's been made. I will second it. Any further comment?
Aye.
Okay, I'll just put for the record that there are 1 through 14 are the preliminary approval conditions, and 15 through 26 are the perpetual conditions. So with that, I will, all in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes. And so I will entertain a motion to approve the Ried First Minor Subdivision.
I'll make that motion.
I will second the motion. Any further comments? Questions? All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
We like these easy ones. With that, I will recess the meeting.
Okay.